Hello and welcome to another video on Jurassic World the game. Today's video is going to be covering Fight for Funds. This is the second video in this series and I'm going to be covering 2 weeks of the event. So let's dive in. Alright, so today we're just going to cover some ferocity topics. So we're going to start with the Fight for Funds event. And then I'm going to transition into an event that happened over the weekend, More Teeth. But to start, Fight for Fun. So this used to be a super rare only event, but they have since switched it back in, I think, December, late November, early December, to being open, so not just restricted to super rare. So my previous video on why your Fight for Funds event is so difficult, which I'll put a link somewhere up here in the right hand corner, details out why it was so hard for that event when it was super rare only. So this is going to kind of go through, now that it's open, why it still or can be a difficult event. So to start, again, when most events that are creature-based are based off of your top 3. So we got my Indoraptor, my Segnosuchus, and my Segnosuchus. Again, that team has a ferocity of approximately, let's see, I've written down somewhere, it's 15 something, but it is 15,224 is the ferocity of those 3. And that's how the game looks at these events. It says, or at least my speculation, is that the game looks at your top 3 and says, based off your top 3, here's a quasi-doable event. Now, depending on how deep your bench is, that could cause some problems. If your bench is really weak, so you only have these, and then the next thing you have is, something down here, then you're going to have a problem completing an event like this. So, but I'm facing off to start with here in the Metracanthosaurus and the Dimorphodon and the Tyrannosaurus Rex is some pretty high ferocity. So that Metracanthosaurus has got a crazy ferocity. It's got 19,152. Dimorphodon has a ferocity of 16,022. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex has a ferocity of 17,000. So the team itself has a ferocity of 17,392 as an average between the 3. And that puts me at a 14% disadvantage. And this one is actually even a little bit harder because I don't have any, I don't say I have any. I have one amphibian, which I might end up using here, the Gorgosuchus, that has got a high enough health to not get two-shotted by the Metracanthosaurus in the opening round, right? So, and then the Dimorphodon, when it swaps in, it's going to have, what is that? So it's going to have 4,100 attack when it pops in against an amphibian, and so in the next closest amphibian that I have is way down here. Prestasuchus is definitely got less, and so does my Coolosaurus, so does my Austroposaurus, and then my Gorgosuchus is here. I'm actually going to put this guy in because it will be able to survive one attack from the Dimorphodon, but it can't survive a 2 attack from the Metracanthosaurus, because even when its attack is halved, it's going to be, 2245-ish, and 2 shots will take out my Gorgosuchus. So we're going to try that, and then and see where that takes us. And then the Raptor has no problem with taking out the Metracanthosaurus in 2 hits, but then the other 2, the Dimorphodon and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, is going to take three hits for each of those. So it just makes it a little bit more challenging, because I can't really put in a herbivore, because my herbivores are all going to get one-shotted by the carnivores. So this matchup being a carnivore, pterosaur, and another carnivore is kind of a difficult matchup because of the class advantages and how they play off of each other. I could put in a Monostegatops because it will be able to survive one attack from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is just gonna be interesting. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna see how this goes. Might be good, might be bad. Let's find out how this goes down here. So I'm gonna take the chance that he's not gonna attack. I'm gonna cross our fingers, and if he does, then we're gonna be SOL. Okay, so he swaps, so it's good. If he attacks here, that's okay. Okay, so he did. So now I'm gonna swap in the Monostegatops, and I'm gonna reserve out here. Okay, might be a problem. Because if he swaps in the Metra, which he does, he might go for it. Okay, he does it. Okay. Okay, so I think we've built up enough reserve now to where I think we will actually be okay. And he's using blocks, which is good. So let's see if he attacks. He does not. Let's see if he attacks this time, because he's got 2. Okay. So I'm actually going to swap in and I'm gonna actually do 1 extra so that it'll hopefully force the Metra to use all 4. Even though I didn't need to do that, I want him to make sure that he uses all 4 of his attacks. There we go. Because he could one-shot us, but he thinks we might be blocking with 3. And potentially could have not done that, and he still might have gone for all 4, but it's kind of a way to guarantee. Okay, so now I gotta hope that when the Tyrannosaurus Rex comes in, since he can 2-shot us, that he is gonna attack. And he's gonna attack with at least 1. Of course. So now the question is he reserving more than 3? And the likelihood that, or defending with more than 3, the likelihood that he's doing that is very low. And so I'm just gonna go for it. But this is a guess. Okay. Whew. That was a tough one. That one was a tough one. Some guessing involved. All right, so let's see what this next battle is gonna look like here. So we've got 86183292. So that first Acanthosaurus has a ferocity of 19,152, which is a lot. And then we got 14,951 on the Apatosaurus, and then 16,524 on the the pterosaur. I'm still sick, and so for whatever reason, talking has been hard. But that team has a 10.8% disadvantage to us, and that's if we're using our top 3, which are our highest ferocity creatures. But we're not going to do that. In fact, we're going to put in a throwaway creature here, and then we're going to put in an Indoraptor, because it will, the Elanco will get taken out with 2 shots from the Acanthosaurus, giving us 3 action points on the Indoraptor if we reserve the first one. It's going to take 3 to knock out the Acanthosaurus, but then we'll have the Apatosaurus in, which will have a weak attack against our Indoraptor. More than likely, he's going to swap out the Tropicontosaurus. Hopefully, he attacks. If he doesn't, that's okay. Actually going to and do Udon. Actually, yeah. We'll see if this plays out. So he should attack with both. There we go. And we'll do a 3 attack here. More than likely he's going to swap. Let's see if he does. There he goes. Okay, it did not attack. Actually swap in. Okay, kind of wished he would have attacked, but this means he should go for all 4. There we go. Okay, so it's going to take 3 to kill him. And the pass sourcing of like 500. And so, what is, I'm just gonna do 1 block. Probably got away with, I can't remember what 4 does. What's that, times 6? So he is probably reserving, blocking 2 and reserving 2 is generally what these guys will do, so I'm just gonna go for it here. There we go. Plenty. All right. Much easier than the first one because of the classes that we were facing and the lineup of those classes. Didn't make it as tricky of a battle. All right, and last battle. Oh, love to see the herbivores. 2, 6, 15, 20. So first creature has a 17,690 ferocity. Third creature has a ferocity of 14,515. And third creature has a ferocity of 17,558. So total ferocity of the team that we're facing as an 8%. So 16,508 is their average ferocity, but that's a 8.9%. Basically a 9% advantage to the team, to us. But that is assuming no class advantage. But we're going to have some class advantage here. So let's do... we're going to go 3 Raptors. Because it's probably don't need that, but I don't need my Raptors for anything else. So that's what we're gonna go for here. Gonna brute force our way through this. So we're just gonna reserve. He's probably gonna swap in. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's gonna attack. Okay. I'm gonna reserve again. Okay. See what he decides to do this time. There's the swap. Is he gonna take the 2? Nope. Okay. So he's got 2. So it's gonna take 3 to kill him. So we're gonna go ahead and do the extra. There we go. And the rest is just gonna be brute forcing it through because he's got no chance now. So he's got 2 left. So we'll go ahead and do 4. And then we're gonna have 1 more here. Let's make it easy on us. Oh, 17 points left. And here we go. All right, so Dino Bucks event fight for funds complete. Pick those up, thank you very much. And got number 4 on number 5 on the Clash of Titans. That's exciting. Do Monsters of the Deep layer. It's similar here. I'm waiting for creatures to cool down because I did the aquatic event from yesterday very late in the day. And then I did the VIP aquatic event this morning. So could probably do it now, but I'm gonna wait until some more creatures cool down because it'll make it easier. But this event is also similar to that one in that it's indexed off of your top 3 aquatics. So again, depending on how your aquatics are set up and what your depth of bench is, could make this either an easy event or a tough event. But yeah, so with that, we'll get into all right, so we're going to be doing another Fight for Funds event today, our video, mostly to kind of show, this is going to be 2 weeks, right? So the previous video that you just watched was the event from the 7th of January, and this will be the event from the 14th. But I do want to do some Trade Harbor stuff. So I really wish this was the opposite trade because I could really use some food. But ultimately, I'm going to kind of go through just why I do these refreshes, see what I get for offers. Obviously, I'm taking almost anything I can that's for a dino bucks. Stuff like that. The Apatosaurus fossil, yes please. This is why I keep a stash of those in my Trade Harbor. I'm not going to do these mod ones yet. I still have a lot of piercing bites I need to get through. Once I get through all those, if I do have some of these left, then I'll take them. But for the most part, I am not going to be taking them. I'm not going to do the toxin. Yes, I'll do some coins for loyalty points. No, definitely not. Yes, I don't need the creatures, I need the food. And so this also helps me clear out. So now I have this one creature left. In fact, I'm going to go in and speed up this guy. And really what I'm doing is I'm trying to eliminate the possibility of having an offer for a creature. I want it to focus its offers on my stuff in my market, which is the only thing I have is the Apatosaurus fossils. So that's what I want trades for. Not for creatures, really not for mods either, but once my mods are gone, hopefully. But like stuff like this, I'm doing those because I'm trying to get rid of piercing bites. Even though I don't need the coin, it's a quick way for me to get rid of a bunch of piercing bites. So let's see what else we got. No and no. Okay. So those are done, and since I'm a VIP, I get my 3 custom trades. So I'm going to do 1 for Jurassic, and I get a nice super rare creature. I'm going to do top off the coins here real quick. A few quick clicks. I just need about another 10 mil. It's 5 and 4. So we'll do these guys here. Alright, topped off. Come back in. Do coins for Cenozoic. Take this guy. I don't need these creatures, but I am doing them so I can get a decent creature that then I trade in for loyalty points. It's not that great, but I'm still going to take it because I want my loyalty points. I could have done that for bucks, but it's only 50 dino bucks. And I could have technically kept that creature in my market for a potential offer later in the Trade Harbor. But I just want to clear it off. And then as soon as this guy hatches, I'm not going to speed it up, but as soon as this guy hatches the Corinthius, I'll put in the Tropeogoberturus. I don't know if I said that right, but probably didn't. But yeah, then I'll have no creatures in my market. And so hopefully as deals kind of shift throughout the day, I'll get some more Apatosaurus offers for either food, DNA or Dinobucks. So yeah, so let's get to today's event. I already did the there was a VIP event for aquatics and then an event for aquatics, Monsters of the Deep. I already took care of those this morning, but now let's get rid of this guy here. So Fight for Funds again. This is an event that is keyed off of, I believe, your top 3 creatures. My top 3 creatures have an average ferocity of 15,224. Put a little link up here for going to the ferocity video if you have questions about that. But let's see what we got here for a matchup here. So it's a fairly strong creature in the leadoff, and then we got a kind of a health tank, and then of course a amphibian is going to give us some problems. So the average of those 3 that we're facing is 16,858, or a 10% disadvantage to us, meaning that the team that we're facing is 10% stronger than our top 3 if we were to put them in. And this is kind of typical for the Fight for Funds event. Anything that involves getting bucks tends to be a more difficult event for Ludia. But yeah, so it doesn't mean that we are going to have some issues. So the amphibian with its 3,216 attack means that it is going to have a attack of 4,800. So our Indoraptors can withstand 1 attack from it, and it's going to take, let's see, how do we want to do this? So our issue is our Indoraptors. It's going to take 3 to kill. Actually, this won't be a problem. So we're going to put in 1 throwaway. So the 1 throwaway is going to mean that the Troodon is going to do 2 attacks, kill ours. We'll have 3 then. Our Indoraptor here will come in and we'll do 3 attack to kill the Troodon, which will bring in the next, the Segodontrus, with 2 action points. He can't 2-shot our Indoraptor. Could attack, but more than likely he's going to swap out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Metrophodon and see how this goes, because it's going to kind of depend on what his second creature is going to do here and how we're going to play this. But 3 attacks from the Indoraptor or the Metrophodon will take out the Segodontrus. But we'll see if he stays in, if he attacks, what he does. So this we knew was going to happen. We know that we're going to do 3 to take out the Troodon. The question is, what is he going to do now with this guy here? Is he going to attack or is he going to swap? And he's not going to do anything. So in that case, we're going to reserve out. See if he swaps or if he's going to go and attack. 5, okay, so that's good. And the reason why that's good is, well, it actually doesn't really matter technically, because it would have been 3 shots either way. But our 3216, 5, 1608. Okay, so we're gonna have to block 1 extra here, because he could take us out in 2, even though his attack is going to be reduced. Let's see what he does. That's kind of what I figured. And now we will just take that. Alright, battle 1 down. Let's see what we get as a matchup for battle number 2. Alright, let's see. Battle number 2. Stronger first character. an okay second character, and an okay third character. So, so this matchup is, again, it's a disadvantage to us, as this team is 8.8% stronger, not including class advantages, than our top three. And again, so this is going to be interesting because so the Alarphosaurus with his 2160 attack is going to do 5184 damage, which is enough to kill our level 11 Indoraptors or level 10 Indoraptors. Do I want to raise one of those up? Just this is where they get you. They want you to raise up a creature so that it continues to push the difficulty of your battles. And this is tough just because it is a carnivore pterosaur carnivore matchup, which means if we use an amphibian instead of a throwaway, so let's put in one of our Gorgosuchuses here, because this is, so the Tropogoterus, Jesus, I'm having a hard time saying that name, is going to have 4,027 attack from its boost against the amphibian, so not enough to kill him. In fact, let's see here. It's going to be 3 either way. It'll be 2. What I'm trying to do here is figure out yeah, that's going to not be enough. How best, looks like I'm going to do a Segnosuchus so that I can two-shot the pterosaur. And then we're going to do an Indoraptor. Let's see how this works. This might not work. We'll see if we can make this work here. So we're going to reserve because he can't kill us in 2, and if he swaps, he can't kill us in 1. Alright, so is he going to go for it? No. Okay. So I'm going to block 2, reserve 1. Let's see if he goes for it. Nope. Okay. So now we're just going to reserve out. So now he should have enough to kill us. He might go for it. He might not. Okay. Did, but I wish he would have gone for all of it. All right. So he's got 1 reserve. So we're going to have to go 3. And then we're going to reserve out here. We could have technically done 4, but we'll see if he attacks. He should attack. He doesn't. He didn't go for all of it. Would have been nice if we went for all of it. Okay, so now we got some tricky here. So it's going to be 3 to kill him, 1 in case he's blocking. We're going to have to go 4 here. And then this is going to be a straight up guess here on what he's going to do. Okay, perfect. Whew. Okay, which means that we can go all out here. All right. That was kind of lucky, but kind of skilled at the same time. Maybe a little bit of both. All right, so one more event here. Let's see what this last one's going to be. Pterosaurs. 47, 27, 86. So that is our strongest leadoff creature yet. Next one is a so-so. And a strong one, so-so. So this is a 7.85% disadvantage to us again. So technically it's the easiest one out of the bunch, but it's also got our strongest leadoff creature that we're facing from and it technically doesn't necessarily matter from a because the health, it's a 3-shot regardless, but well, technically I could put that in, but I'm gonna put this guy. So we're gonna do a team here of Cygnasuchuses, and because we're gonna be able to 2-shot both pterosaurs and potentially 2-shot the amphibian as well. Didn't do the math on it, but that's okay. What is this? 26. It's going to be 13. Yeah. I don't think 13 is going to kill us. Probably should have checked that before I selected. I swapped it. I didn't go for it, so let's see. I think we can 2-shot. Yep. Okay. So he's got one left. And he used it, which is good. Yeah, so because of the classes that we're facing, this ends up being a kind of an easier battle, because we have just a better matchups. So yeah, so that one is not too bad. Had an extra Cygnasuchus waiting. Collect our 120 Dinobucks. Just not a lot, but Dinobucks are Dinobucks. Take them either way. Alright, and we're up to 24 in the Clash of Titans. So tomorrow we've got 2 events. So we won't unlock it tomorrow, but Thursday we will, because we'll have a couple of events and we got the VIP event. So, okay. Alright, well, I think let's collect our... Oh, looks like we finished the community event, so hopefully you guys clicked your link so you can get the DNA and the little pack. We'll see what that pack looks like. It's pretty small pack, if I remember correctly when I looked at it, but hey, pack is a pack. Some DNA, some food, can use the food, and I can always use the DNA. Some more VIP points, take those. Technically, I guess loyalty points, not VIP points. Completed that. Oh, and completed the community event. Thank you for showing up. All right. And we'll collect max out our coins. 76,000 coins, or 76 million coins, sorry. Much bigger number. And yeah, that will do it for today. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell will ensure that you'll be notified as I release videos on the channel. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If there is something specific you would like a video on in the game, please leave a message in the comment section below on what you would like to see. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.